Here to give you another collective energy and live donation reading should you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. I hope everybody is doing well. Make sure when you subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. All right. Oh. All right, everybody. I hope you abide by the chat. The chat rules come respectfully. Find my channel. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right, y'all, party people. Uh-oh. Turn this down for the feedback. All right. What's up, Ralph? I could see y'all tonight. Yay. Couldn't see nobody before. I can see you tonight. So what's good in the hood, sir? What's good down there in the big old T state? Alright, so we're going to get started. Ralph, your question was... Oh, the job. Alright, Spirit, give me a message for Ralph. Let me see. No, I don't have the right deck open. Hold on. So we starting off with Ralph tonight. Because he's in the boo-boo. Welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do live donation readings and live collective. I hope everybody's doing great. Ring that bell. That way when you subscribe, you are notified every time I come on. And your subscription is an energetic donation to the channel because it costs you nothing but a simple click, push of a button, push of a screen. You know how it goes. Thank you for coming. Peace. Black Cherry. All right, Spirit, give me a message for Ralph regarding that job. Direction. Hey, Van. Hope you are well. Tell me more. Social status. Direction and social status. Ideas. Tell me more. Money matters. Money wisely. Likely outcome. Foresight. Let me pin it. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? What the heathen? Okay. Alright, so gambling. You know, Ralph, it's be careful with your investments because the cards I'm pulling is about money, but it's not specific enough about that job. Spirit saying don't deviate from your path. I feel like when I hear that, okay, I know you need a job, but it's something about your entrepreneurial path that Spirit is speaking about. At least that's what it's giving me. Yeah, I'm not getting anything specific about this place. It's something about whatever it is with this job, don't let it deter you from your other goals. Okay, because sometimes, jobs are good. They sustain us. They keep us, eating, living, homed, and all that stuff. But sometimes jobs can be a distraction from other goals and purposes. Um, so also something about your social status is looking up. So I don't know. I'm getting, you got a lot of ideas, a lot of foresight, your social status, everything, direction you're going in is all good, but you got to be careful with your investments. I don't get you as a high stakes, risky type dude. Like, unless you plan on going gambling sometime soon, that's what I'm getting in. If that was your thought, like if you going on a trip and you felt like you was going to catch the casino, spirit's like, yeah, that maybe not what you want to do. Okay, not right now, not right now, because money matters are isn't a challenge and a lesson, which makes sense because you're trying to get that particular job. But there's some type of foresight, like pay attention to things that are important to ensure your wealth. It might be something else you need to look into, and I don't mean, this is not saying you won't get the job. I'm just saying there's more. It's something about, there's more to it, more growth, more to it, period. Like whatever you got going on is more than this job. It's just more. You got bright ideas. So, but I don't know. I feel like it goes without saying with you. I'm only saying it to you because, I'm giving you the reading, but you already know. Like, we come to you asking for advice. You know what I'm saying? You got bright ideas. So, when you put it this way, whether it's this job or something else, when you land the job, do not rest on that job. Implement whatever those bright ideas are. The money will come, but implement those bright ideas, and you're already on that path, really. So I feel like I'm preaching to the choir when it comes to you, because you're smart as hell. So just don't go leisurely gambling. Okay, be careful with your money. Um, I know we all get that fever every now and then. You get lucky, you feel like you can risk some more. Spirit said, don't take major risks right now. When it comes to putting up too much money, um, I want to say it's not just like gambling. The risk could be gambling on other people, but gambling on yourself is a whole different matter. If you get what I'm saying? So if it's putting in money up for what you want to do, yes. If it's putting up money, banking on somebody to do it, I will caution against that. Okay? Your social status, your hard work, your bright ideas is what's going to carry you through. So that was that. I didn't read your horoscope, but I actually went through the horoscopes from one of my favorite astrologers, and you should take a look and see what it says, because money issues come up for me heavy, heavy. Money and career come up heavy, heavy this month, and it might be the planetary alignment. So take a look at astrologyzone.com. You can look her up online. I got the app, but you can look that up online and see what the trends are. Today, in particular, is a great day for me financially, or it's a breakthrough day. But I am a Gemini, you're a Scorpio, so that's different. But money is coming. I just know that, and it is based off, for me in particular, it's based off the work and the effort that I've already, like the momentum I've already had. But when I'm looking at your reading, I'm seeing not only is it the momentum, but your bright ideas, like, you know what I'm saying, it's your intellect, your wisdom, your knowledge from the past. You know what I'm saying? All of those things are working together for you, one way or the other. You're welcome. All right. So since we on the topic of money, I'm gonna hold this deck. I'm gonna start a collective. Anybody interested in a reading, please follow the directions in the pinned comment. And once I see the heart, I will know that you want to be read. Cool? I hope so. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. You know, independence. That's crazy. I had this thought, right? I was thinking about some advice that I gave somebody today. Without putting my business out there. It was a young lady. And I asked her what her plan was. Unfortunately, she doesn't have one. But she's recently become independent from her mate and parent of the other child, right? Of the children, rather. And I said to her, you're going to have to seek out resources to help you be independent, literally. And as I said, I was thinking now, I was getting ready to tell y'all about that, in the independence card flipped over in my hand. But, what I said to her was, you require a plan. You can't wing it now. You cannot. I said also you have to get some emotional help, like support or therapy or a counselor, something like that, because they're in a situation where a person may try to come back and forth, if you know what I'm saying, right? And use the family situation as the way in, and then run from responsibilities when they get ready to, and then come back and do it all again. And she said she's tired. And I said, that's right, you should be. However, if the person knows how to emotionally manipulate you to get back in, only to do it again, that's where counseling comes in. Because they'll help you stand firm on your non-negotiables. You know what I'm saying? Your requirements. I gave her some advice on some other things, but emotionally, we gotta push through. You know what I'm saying? And like I said to her, closed doors don't get what did I say? Closed mouths don't get fed. We know what the feds are doing in our country right now, and if we need help, and it's financially, housing, food, if we have any of those insecurities, or we don't know how we're going to sustain ourselves, we must open our mouths to be vulnerable and ask for help. And you better ask now. If you're going through something now, don't wait. Okay, it'll get better later, I'll figure it out later. No, everybody needs some help. People are probably in those agencies that could give you different types of support, are inundated with people needing help. We all need some sort of help. We can't, and if our lifestyle, if our circumstances change, we cannot continue as usual and expect things to be normal. They're not. When you experience change, you have to go with that change. And sometimes, and sometimes you have to go ahead. What's up, Tuesday? And you have to, you gotta push that door open. That's what hence the thumbnail you saw, right? Sometimes you gotta push that door open, because everything ain't closed off to you. But if you don't make the effort, if you don't make the push, and like I said to her, I said situations like this means you're in a crisis, and you have to act accordingly. You have to let people know you are in a crisis. This is not normal. You will not be able to sustain this particular way. So it's time to go ask for resources, help, and support. But sitting on your laurels, doing things this way, not gonna work. And I too had to put my boundaries up. Even with that, I gave my advice, said what I said, and moved on because, it's real easy to get sucked into somebody's stuff. They got to help themselves. Home base, look at that. Change your environment. See what I just said? If something in your environment changes, you have to go with that flow, and then you have to move accordingly. If you are distable or insecure, food, housing, work, whatever, in any way, the only way to compensate for that is the effort that you put in yourself. Nobody's just going to come and do it. Tell me more. Investments. Yeah, what do you invest in? What do you put your time and attention to? It says investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Like I said to her, you gotta knock on them doors. You gotta make them phone calls. You gotta say the key words to get their attention so that they can open the doors and help you. And the key word for her is crisis. You in a crisis. You're alone. You know what I'm saying? You struggle and you need help. And your children, they need help. You're in a crisis. So you got to invest your time in seeking help. You got to invest your time at work. And you have to invest your time in your family. It's a struggle, but you have to invest your time to find your balance. What's up, Carmen? Tell me more. Resources. What? Oh my gosh. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. And that's what it is. Folks are lacking resources everywhere right now. Hell, big companies are lacking resources right now. Resources are the biggest commodity. Like, folks think money is the issue, but it's really resources, to be honest with y'all. Folks gonna start bartering a lot of resources in a minute. Ain't gonna be about money much longer. It's how can we work together? How can we have a symbiotic relationship? Money's gonna always be important to a degree, but resources, that. Tell me more, Spirit. Winning. Ooh, I love that card. I love that card. It says sooner or later luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. So, I was watching something, and this young lady was saying, when you're at the point where you don't know what's going to happen next. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, you know what? Here I am. I'm here. I'm going to do it. I don't, like that fool car energy. You don't know where the ground is going to meet your feet, but you're going to take that step anyway. She said that's the most powerful moments in your life, because you're actually going with the flow of the universe and you're heading to your destiny. You are in a powerful position. It feels scary. You know what I'm saying? It feels a little weak, but you're doing it. Fear or not, you're taking the steps. Those type of things set you up for greatness. Why? Because you're following your heart, your passion. And the universe opens doors for you, lays things out for you. Hey, what's up, Lati? Yesterday I heard you were on the live, but I couldn't see anybody. So if you didn't see me shout you out, that's why I couldn't see not one person. I gave up. I don't know what happened. It was my third time trying to do the live, and the last time they wouldn't let me see not one person on the thing. I don't know what YouTube or retrograde was doing. It was doing its most. But looking, it says, have an eye for beauty, uncover hidden charms, seeking you will find. Let me tell you, I always have my eye out for opportunities. Always. I never know who I'm gonna meet, how it will pan out, what will fruit, but I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I just feel like no stone left unturned. And if I'm in need, I ask questions until it makes sense to me. Till the right person shows up, till the right circumstances present themselves. I don't sit there and just, well, It'll never happen. Nope. I take action. And I feel like right now, collectively, that's what we have to do. We have to take action. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about this independence. You're taking that leap of faith. Ah, I, you know, open up your heart and connect with others. You just, I'm trying to tell you. So listen, um, not just the young lady, but I also feel like there are others within the sound of my voice or who are coming across this live at whatever point in time they see it. You struggle with that vulnerability, letting the right people know what they need to know to be able to help you or assist you on your journey. Um, I mean, it's hard to sometimes express yourself. It's hard to say, "Hey, I'm struggling and I need a little help." It's not easy. And unfortunately, we may open up ourselves to people who can't help us. They just don't know. They don't have the answers. They don't know what to say or they're not the right person. But it doesn't mean because you spoke to one wrong person that you button your lip. You have to learn to express yourself. You have to listen for the cues. I'll tell people all the time, I might not know the answer. However, if you try this thing or you call this number, one of my main pet peeves in business in particular is that phrase, I don't know. I can't stand those three words. I don't know. Because you don't have to know, but you can find out. If I'm calling a business about their services, a customer service person should never say to me, I don't know. I don't know. It should be like, you know what? I don't know, but let me find out. That's why the way I was trained in corporate America. And they were right. I don't know, but let me find out. So don't close your heart off to people just because that person said, I don't know. Move around, move along. Or ask them a different question. Maybe they didn't understand what you had to say. But if you need help, open your mouth. Yep, they should go find out. Star power. Become an influencer of a company and earn fame, popularity. Step into the spotlight. I'll claim that, y'all. But yeah, no. Some of y'all are like moving up the ranks, or even if you're not moving anywhere, you are being looked at. You are being celebrated in ways you don't know. Maybe you're in the top 10th of the company, or maybe you are a stellar employee and you know what I'm saying, people recognize you. Or maybe you are independent and people recognize your products and services and they see you as a potential leader in your industry, whatever that is. Whether you're working for somebody or you're working for yourself, there's star power here. And you can have a home-based business. But something in your environment is changing. But I feel like the change is growth. Tell me more, Spirit. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're the podcast now. Oh, shoot. One day I'm going to get there. Partnership. Yep. Join forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connection. Listen, I am in my business, I'm considered a community partner. All right. I do community work and I link up with other organizations to offer some of my work with them. And then there may be a time where I might host something and invite those community partners to join me and my group. You know what I'm saying? But when you find a community partner and you have a symbiotic relationship with them, it just works. Everything is making sense for one another. Lock in. Okay? Lock in. If you have a business partner, lock in. If you have a romantic partner, it's time to lock in. Invest in that partnership. You know what I'm saying? That shit is gonna pay off. For real. Investments here is clarifying investments. It'll bring prosperity. Sometimes your romantic partners are super smart, super strong in their own field, and you guys work well together. You know, people think that relationships are just, this is my lover and that's it. No. Strong people back each other. They kind of find each other. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We are. Tell me more. Endings. Okay. So some resources are coming to an end. And that's where that leap of faith comes in. Okay? Some resources are coming to the end. What it says, the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. So be grateful for the resources that you have and welcome the change that's coming. It is time for some cycles to end. So go ahead and end it. Pull your energy back. Relax. Let go. Open yourself up to other community situations, partners, business deals, romantic relationships, in those karmic cycles, in those, those toxic cycles where people had you effed up, people try to put you in confusion, in all of that toxicity. This is the wrong channel for that third eye 888. We don't do that here. Okay. And if you want questions answered, you read the pinned comments and we go accordingly. Oh my God. Anyway, public face. Follow your heart and become who you want to be. Earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. Okay. Listen, you better follow your heart. Because public face, that particular card is okay to be yourself. And winning, the only way you win is when you take that mask off and you show your true self and you are vulnerable but yet strong. People think vulnerability is weakness. It's not. It's a strength. That was I couldn't even respond. I was like, what? I responded, but I was like, oh, okay. I appreciate moderation up in here. Thank you, Lati. And it says, surprise, an unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. Listen, get ready, y'all. Them coins is coming. I'm feeling real good tonight. I feel good like I ain't gonna say it. But when you just have that happy juice, I ain't had no happy juice though. I feel good. Jesus. Yes, ma'am. I know that's right. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, money coming. Money coming. Blessings is coming. Y'all, I feel real good. I don't know about you. I hope y'all feeling good. Are y'all feeling good? Because I feel great. She said, if I find out. Like, why you playing? You know what I'm saying? Why are you playing? Don't come on my channel playing. My gangsters don't play about these readings. Spirit is not playing. All right, so we winning. All right, there's some endings, okay, but that's a part of growth. Everything's okay. We're winning. Dancing in the rain. Ooh, perfect fit. Finding the right path, the fit, the soul, the ideal job. You are meant to be here. Ashe. Ooh, see what I'm saying? We winning. I know, Carmen, that sounds like a beautiful experience. To be amongst that. Just see, when like something's new, it just give you like that great, in my other line of work, one parent of one of my children that's been with me a couple years. She went from being um, a principal way up the state. Like she drove over an hour to get to work. Um, as a principal for the school of the deaf. Is it deaf? Yeah, for the deaf. To now, she's a superintendent for the school of the deaf. Only one town over. Like her commute is probably like 15 minutes now. Her husband is home from deployment. So not only to her family back, because she would always go out of the country to see him wherever he was. Now he's home. He's done. You know what I'm saying? He finished his stint in the military. I don't know where he was. And now she has a higher paying salary. They good. Blessed. I felt like I was winning. Then another parent went from the library to being a director of a major hub for the county. Like it's a big deal position, and I'm like, what? We winning? We are winning. I'm like, I feel good. So that's the vibe I'm like feeling right now. Like I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know what's coming. I know I got a presentation for some people on Thursday, but other than that, and I'm not looking at that like that's the next thing for me. I just feel something coming. I feel something coming. I feel like it's not just for me. I feel like somebody else is going to tell me they got a surprise that they're winning. So that's why I'm like, this is a perfect collective energy because I feel like we going to come up. It Things are not as dismal as breaking news. You get what I'm saying? Things are not as dismal um as this breaking news we keep hearing every 2 minutes. So yeah, I gotta take it where it has to resonate because this is resonating for me. I feel like I'm so happy for the people I know are doing excellent. It's just, y'all, we blessed. We have to be appreciative of our blessings. We gotta show gratitude to spirit, gratitude to our ancestors. Like we ain't here for no reason. People sacrifice for us to get where we are. That in of itself is a blessing. And there are so many out there that, would want you to be sad with them and be in a pity party with them, but we don't have time for that. Like our energy is on us, right? This collectively I can speak for y'all to say that our energy is flowing where we need to be going. You know what I'm saying? We're not stuck in these old paradigms. Yes, the person that you think of is still thinking about you, or I should say, that runs past your minds because they thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. It's all right. They can think about you, but in the meantime, you focus on you. How you gonna set yourself up for life? You know what I'm saying? Your legacy, your blessings. Your now. Your focus on all of those things, and Spirit saying you getting paid back for doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, the gratitude. Yo, gratitude makes me smile. There's sometimes I just grin and be thinking happy thoughts. My husband will look at me like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could complain. There's things that aren't perfect and I could be better and all of that. But I'm grateful for the little things. Like, that's not really little. It's a big. Everything is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a big thing. I'm taking nothing for granted. Like I got shit to throw away. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I got crap to throw away. I'm not struggling. I could be struggling more. I'm all right. I'm not. I'm. How you put it? I could be doing a lot better. But you know what I'm saying? Like I got a roof over my head. I'm blessed for that. I could count my blessings, and it wouldn't stop every day. That's right. Y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to have a platform to kick it with y'all about what spirit can do for us, how we can be blessed. I'm grateful, y'all. You know, the other day I was thinking how my tarot family, I pretty much know all of y'all, and we resonate, and most of us have resonated with each other for years now. Like, I don't remember what year I met you, Black Cherry. I don't even remember what year that was. Then Ralph, I met him. Now Carmen, Nati now, and it's quite a few others, but we resonate on some old, on some adult shit. Like, we really respect each other. We really like cheer each other on. You know what I'm saying? We give each other advice. We take advice from each other. And it's beautiful. And I have my friends. I feel like I have friends all over the country. Sometimes I got some in another part of the world, but I don't know. I got to link up with them. I don't know what's going on, but I got some across the pond now. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to have soul tribe. It's a beautiful thing to have a soul tribe where we just love on each other and support one another. Y'all make me feel good inside. All right, so what else? Let me see. Let's use the Lenormand deck. You know what? I gotta talk to my boy Joyce. How you doing? Yes, I love supporting and cheering for each other. I love it, love it, love it. That's a beautiful reciprocal energy when it comes to love, right? That's how love flows, when you can genuinely cheer for one another, wish each other well, and hold each other accountable too. Because there's a part about love, unconditional or not, it's one of those parts that's like, when you want the best for somebody, you want it for them authentically, and you're honest with them. I appreciate people's honesty. You know what I'm saying? And I hope folks can appreciate my honesty. But yeah, I appreciate honesty. Tell me more. Ooh, look at that. So we got the divine feminine here and her thoughts. She got her book. She thinking about her life. You know what I'm saying? Probably her journal. What's next? The what's next in life. That's a beautiful thing. Tell me more, Spirit. And what was the saying yesterday? The saying yesterday was, oh, I'm gonna say it wrong, but it was like one of the true definitions of love is consideration. Something like that. I think it went like that. Something like that. But the true definition of love is consideration. I love that my soul tribe, we consider each other. Now, I'm throwing Lenormand right now. It's time to get rid of the vermin. Time to move them out. Time to change where things are not serving you. It's time to let go of things that would niggle at you. You know what I'm saying? That don't, how can I put it? That don't, I know don't serve you keep coming up, but that's not what I want to say. What's up, Queen Soul? Yep. Consideration is the principle. Yeah, so, if you got something underlying in your life that it's just not it. You know what I'm saying? It could be family. It could be a job. It's just some situation that ain't working. It's time to find a solution to get that particular thing, whatever that is, out of your life. And that's in a now position, like right now. Peace. Yes, indeed. Don't let people who have nothing to lose in your circle, because they will help you lose what you got. Hello. Hello. Yep, say that 3 times for the people in the back. Exactly. Cause what I mean, listen, I don't care who you are to me. If you want to wallow in nothingness, if you don't want to improve your life, if you don't want to grow, you don't want to change, you don't want to take uh, good advice from anybody, hell, it don't have to be me, but you just want to continue to have the same problems, this continue to be toxic if that's what you are, you know what I'm saying, or continue to suffer from somebody, I don't have the bandwidth for it. Honestly, I don't. I could hear it 1 or 2, 3 times, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I could hear the same thing over and over again without being like, okay, so you want to do that? I can't. You can't be in my life. You can't be in my life if you're going to continue to suffer in your life without being willing to take a chance and make a change. Now, everybody's suffering is different. I got a friend right now, she's suffering health wise, but she's doing something about it. You know what I'm saying? She's taking small steps. She's trying natural ingredients, she said. So this, she said she read up on some things that helped her get some seaweed and so she can make Irish moss. What else? Couple things she's doing naturally to help her body, because whatever she got medically is not, medicine wise, is not doing it. That's called helping yourself. She's not saying, oh, my situation is just terrible, I'm always feeling bad and I wish I could feel better, but yet never change, right? That's what I'm talking about. Somebody want to do something for themselves. I don't, you didn't got to take my advice. Listen, you got to do what's best for you, but do something. Do something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. we know a few people. Yep, absolutely. Yep, what you focus on grows. And it says perfect fit, investment. What does it say? Partners. Spirit said you gotta focus on what's winning for you. Who's winning with you? Who's doing the most with you? You gotta let go of toxicity. I don't care what position this person has in your life. You gotta find a way to get out of that. Get from under it. Walk away from it. If it don't serve you, let it go. Unhand it. You know what I'm saying? Release it. And there's endings here. So I know that spirit's main message is, that situation, that person might provide resources for you, but you can find other resources. You can let that go. I know that's been my lesson for the last week. I can let it go. I could clear out. I can close down. I could shut it all down. I can. And I can move on, and something else better could come. How many more? Yep. And I'm going to cross that bridge when I get to it. So listen, people are crossing bridges, mending fences in the right direction. Mm-hmm. It's time to mend fences with the right situations. Time to grow and go in the direction of the right situations. Time to know what's good for you and what's not good for you. Time to start weighing shit out too. It's giving scale energy, even though I know that's a bridge, but it's like when you really sit down in your like pensive energy, that shadow work type energy, and you really think, has this served me? And your answer is no. What are you doing? The answer is no, so then what's next? Oh, you should be doing something right, something other than what you're doing, right? So there's endings here, and there's new directions, new resources, new support. Yes, building a bridge to your destiny, linking the dots. Absolutely. Yep. Tell me more. Woo. And the major endings coming. Some things, you know what I'm saying? They're just not gonna come back. Some things will never be the same, and that's fine. Your role will be different. The way you, Spirit said, the acceptance of it is also how you win, because when you accept something as a dead thing, um, you release it, like you're releasing it internally. So therefore, the attachment to it is gone. And that attachment, when you have the attachment, it tethers to you through to something, and it makes it way heavier on your heart. But when you release it and you accept that it's gone, it's done, it's there is no more, you kind of realize that, oh, wait a minute, now I'm light as a feather. You know what I'm saying? I can move on easily. I can, you know what I'm saying, be in that full energy, and I'm not carrying that weight. And the time is now, and there's divine timing. Tick tock, tick tock. That's what spirit, sometimes spirit wants you to get there. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes spirit said, if you are holding on to something that never changed, there is no growth. You know, you expect things to stay the same way for a long time and continue to go that way for a long time, then you're not challenging yourself to grow. It's that I don't know, that light at the end of the tunnel of that darkness, that you see something else and you pursue it. Like that, like the thumbnail, when you push that door and you open it, there's something beautiful on the other side, but you got to make that push. And that push is almost like when a baby is being born. The body is also helping that baby come out of that birth canal. And so there is an ejection that the universe is doing and saying, you know, it's time. You've outgrown this. It's time to move on to the next phase. And yes, it might be painful, or yes, it might be confusing, or you don't know what's next or whatever, but there is a next. And it's time for you to take that step. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to grow. Time for you to let go. Mm, that is deep. And we got time. Time here. I'm saying time so much. Divine timing. You're gonna get some surprises. It's here. Positive changes. Mmm. That reminds me of when our the weight vest reminds me of when I wear, and I gotta find it, my ankle weights that help strengthen your legs. And then when you take them off, your legs do feel lighter. It's simpler. Is another way to explain when you release a situation and how much lighter you feel after releasing that situation. Like, oh my God, that all of that was weighing on me. Like, literally, like you was carrying something and somebody. You know what I'm saying? When you carrying something or somebody, you don't realize how much you're holding on to until you decide, oh, I gotta let this go. I gotta put this to bed, rest. You know, or I gotta, you know, end it and take it off of me. And then you feel like you took that weighted blanket, weighted vest, weighted ankle bracelet, whatever. You take it off. It's like, oh shit, I'm not tethered to that no more. I'm free now. Mm-hmm. Also, um, it does, when you come to a certain conclusion about situations with people, not just with people, but circumstances, right? So it could be people and situations, and you finally release your attachment from it. Sometimes the weight, your physical weight, you know what I'm saying, starts to come off as well. I can't explain it better than that, I guess, but it's kind of like you're starting, like if you were holding on to weight in your midsection, that's what it is. That's cortisol or that stress hormone. You release that burden, that attachment. You also start releasing that cortisol hormone that you're holding on that keeps your belly fat. They talk about that a lot. And then all of a sudden you're losing weight because you're also losing the weight of a situation. You know what I'm saying? We sitting there holding on to people and their problems, not realizing we holding on to weight. Now, I wish that, because I'll cut you off in a heartbeat, but they don't never cut all my weight off. I really wish that was across the board. I'd be a skinny mini in a minute. I'm just saying. Don't pay me no mind. But yeah, so you all take it how it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But yeah, we winning, y'all. I'm excited to see what's next. I feel like there's some things coming around the corner. I do urge y'all to take a look at Astrology Zone. Now, what I'll say about her is I've been following her since 2000 when I discovered her. She was associated with Disney back in the day, but then she got her own site. She learned astrology from her mother, who passed in the last within the last 10 years, I think. But the lady was very old. I don't think she made it to 100. She might have been in her 90s, but she taught her daughter everything she knew about astrology. And this woman can write and read the planets like no other. And so when she does her astrology, she gives you um 2 months at a time. So right now, if we're in August, you can see July and August. When we get to September, you'll see August and September. So you could always go back a month. And what hooked me was that everything she was saying about my sign was pretty accurate. So because of her, I got even more curious about astrology. And I would say if you know your ascendant, so look at that as well. So don't just look at your sun sign. If you look at signs on her scope, her scopes, look at your ascendant as well. And you could also look at the other planetary alignment. I'm just saying, I'm suggesting that you look at sun and ascendant. The website is astrologyzone.com. Susan Miller is the astrologist. I highly recommend her. I don't know what other people have to say. I don't really care. She's been accurate for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking on a popularity perspective. I'm speaking on I've watched this woman. A matter of fact, I met her. She signed a book for me. That's how much I like this lady. Over the years. So y'all take it how it resonate. And I think I should do zodiacs if y'all want it. That never really seemed to be the crowd on my channel, but I've always loved zodiacs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes we need to focus on just what's going on in my sign. You know what I'm saying? What I got in store. And I want to give y'all that if y'all are interested in it. But y'all take it how it resonate tonight. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you're notified every time I come on. Let's increase these subscribers. What else? I think that's it. Y'all wanted a reading, you would have to have let me know by now, because I'm ready to shut it down. I'm glad we don't have the glitches what was going on the other night, because oh my god, that was so freaking annoying to not see y'all and y'all communicating and I don't know what the hell is going on. I was just seeing a screen. Black Cherry had the screenshot and showed me. I'm like, wow, all of that talking was going on and I wasn't even, I was at the party and didn't see the people. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, you're welcome. I'm gonna go and bid y'all adieu. I'm gonna see if I have energy tomorrow. Me and the kids are filming a show. It's called Snipped. You know, I like that show Chopped, the cooking show. So the kids are we're filming Snipped. It's made it instead of real food, we're doing paper food. But they're being judged on their creativity or whatever. But it's all like acting and drama of the show. Um, so we gotta finish up. Uh, excuse me, the filming on that tomorrow. And that's gonna take a lot out of me because I have to direct them to make sure they get all their shots in, and then we can put a compilation together and voiceover and all that other stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun. They're fully invested in it. I cannot wait. I can't wait. And I'm gonna show y'all too. I'm gonna give y'all the link at some point so y'all can see when once we got it all together. Right now, the one team is ahead of the other team as far as their production goes, and it's challenged. So I'm gonna get some rest for these kiddos. Make sure I got these devices all juiced up and ready to go. I bid y'all adieu. I love y'all. Kisses and hugs and positivity. Love y'all. Have a good night and peace.